Chapter 3 My blood is boiling. Alice's mother looks upset at Alice. I'm sorry, sis. August looks down. Mom, I really need to go to school. We can talk about this another time. I'm late. Alice says to her mom, trying to get past, but Alice's mom blocks her off. Why should I let you go to school? That's where the bullying is coming from. School. Alice's mom said with her arms folded. Give me the name of the kids and descriptions. Alice's mom looks at Alice mad. I don't know their name. In fact, I don't even make eye contact with them to know what clothes they wear. Alice spoke. Please, I need to go to school. Alice looks up at her mom. August looks at his mom. Alice's mom looks back at August and Alice. I'll let you go to school on one deal. You have to tell me everything when you get home. No more. I'm going to my room, okay, Alice? Alice's mom looks at Alice angry. Okay, fine, I will, Mom, I promise. Alice hugs her mom. Alice's mom looks at Alice, hugging her. I'll be okay, trust me. Alice looks up at her mom while hugging her. Alice's mom smiles and hugs her back. Alice's mom drops a small snack in her backpack without Alice knowing. Have a safe, protected, and smart day. Alice's mom rubs Alice's hair. Alice smiles. Okay, I will. Alice looks at August and walks past him without saying a word. August sighs and looks at the wall without making eye contact at Alice. Alice, Sam. Alice slams the door and walks out. August sighs and blows his breath. Alice sees her bus goes past. No, wait, stop. Alice tries to run to the bus. Jessica and her friends opens the window on the bus. Catch us if you can, slowpoke. Jessica laughs. As her friends throw balls of paper out the window and Alice dodges and runs, but the bus outbeats her and goes faster. Alice stops running and takes a breath. Why me? Alice said while breathing hard. Why? Alice coughs and stands up straight. Perhaps I can help you? Mothy looks at Alice. With what stopping time? Alice laughs a little. You see that, Allie? Mothy says to Alice. Yeah, I see it. What about it? Alice looks at Mothy. Go over there, Mothy says. Are you crazy? No, I don't want to get robbed. Alice says to Mothy with a strange look. Trust me, Alice. Mothy gets on Alice's head. Okay, whatever you say. Alice walks to the alley. Okay, now what? Alice looks curious. Mothy turns back to human-sized. He flies up and puts his feet on Alice's shoulder. Mothy takes Alice up in the air. Whoa, Mothy, Alice said, freaking out. I'm gonna die. Alice said loudly while screaming. You won't die. If anything, you'll die first, trying to protect you. Mothy takes Alice above the clouds. You ever touch a cloud? Mothy puts Alice by the clouds. Alice touches it. They're fluffy and beautiful. Alice smiles and touches it more. Mothy sees a school. Is that what you called school? Mothy says to Alice, curious. Yes, that's school, Mothy. Mothy skydives while holding Alice in his arms. Brace yourself, Alice. Mothy puts his wings closer to Alice. Before they landed on the ground, Mothy holds Alice in his arms and lands on the ground feet first. We are at the school. Mothy turns back to a moth-sized and goes on Alice's shoulder. Alice noticed the school bus just arrives and parks right in front of the school. Looks like we beat the school bus, Mothy. Alice smiles down at her shoulder at Mothy. Alice walks inside the school. The announcement comes on. Hello, all to Wesley High School, the mascots of vultures. Can you guess what day it is today? That's right, clean your locker day. We get tired of cleaning your dirty locker, so you guys have to clean it. We almost close to the end of the school year, and we want to let it go off with a bang. If any of you need help cleaning your lockers, feel free to ask the janitors. That's why they work here. Have a good day. Vultures as always stalk prey and attack. Alice sighs. I really don't feel like cleaning my locker today. Alice rubs her face. Hey, loser. Jessica stands in front of Alice. Hi. Alice looks at the ground. Look at me when I'm talking, nerd. Jessica makes Alice holds her head up at her. Didn't I say to change your hair color? Jessica pushes Alice into her locker. For the last time, Jessica, I can't change my hair color. Alice yells in Jessica's face. You little brat, who you think you yelling at like that? Jessica taps her fingers on Alice. Alice slaps her finger away from her. Everybody in the hallway makes a cycle and looks. OMG, no, she didn't, said Tom. Fight, fight, fight. The security comes past. I'm sorry, did I hear the word fight? Who fighting? The security gets close to Jessica and Alice. Am not, sir, Alice says very low. We was just being on our way, security, sir, Sophia said to the securities. and walks away with Jessica and her friends. Alice opens her locker. Green paint falls on her head. Alice looks up very angry and wipes the green paint off. Jessica looks back and laughs. Other kids in the hallway laughs at her. Jessica shouts, "Beware of the witch, she will cast evil on all of you." Jessica laughs and her friends laugh. Jessica walks away. Alice turns to Jessica's direction. She taps Jessica's shoulder. Jessica turns around. Alice slaps her across the face. Jessica falls to the ground and grabs her face. She begins to cry a little. "Look what you did to my friend, you freak." Sophia gets in Alice's face. Alice slaps her across the face. Carter pushes Alice back away. Alice kicks Carter under his leg. Carter shouts and grabs himself and gets on his knees. Alice looks up at Tom. Tom looks at Alice. "What, you want some of this too?" Alice shouts at Tom. "No thank you." Tom runs away. The security grabs Alice. "That's it, you done it this time." The security grabs Alice by her arm and the kids in the hallway records the whole thing. Alice gets put in the principal office. "One of your students decided to practice theater taekwondo on a group of students." The security makes Alice sit in a chair. "Let me guess, Jessica again." The principal slowly turns around from her spinning chair and looks Alice in the eye in shock. "I never seen you come in here before. I thought you was a good girl," the principal said in shock. "What made you behave this way, young lady?" The principal puts her phone down and looks at Alice. "I was being bullied, and Miss Hazel, look at what they did to my hair." Alice shouts and cries at Miss Hazel. "I've been through so much you can't even imagine." Alice looks at Miss Hazel. "I understand your pain, Alice, but you can't fight a group of students on school grounds." Miss Hazel takes her glasses off and puts her hand on Alice's hand on the desk. "I couldn't help myself at that point. Something told me to do it." Alice wipes her eyes. "How about this? I give the girls suspended and pay for the damage they did to your hair, and all you have to do is stay here for detention." Miss Hazel says, holding Alice's hand. "That's okay." Alice uses some tissue from Miss Hazel's desk and wipes her hair. "Sweetheart, I don't think that's gonna come out." Hazel gives Alice a mirror. "That's not paint, that's hair dye." Miss Hazel looks at Alice sad. Alice blows her breath and looks down on the floor. "My mom gonna kill me for sure," Alice whispers to herself. "How about you excuse yourself from detention today and just go home?" Miss Hazel looks up at Alice and smiles. "Thank you." Alice gets up out her seat. "Promise me you won't fight, and we pretend that this detention never happened." Miss Hazel looks at Alice serious. "I promise, Miss Hazel." Alice leaves out the principal room. "Look at what that idiot did to my face. I have a red slap mark on my face. People gonna think I did this to myself," Jessica says, frustrated. "Jessica, I know how you feel. She slapped me too." Sophia.